All right, guys, welcome to our international podcast. Below that, we are happy that you folks are here with us. Do let us know how you are receiving us. Guys, it's so much confusion. We've been moving house a little bit and everything is in disarray. And we've been trying our best just to let everything work as it should. It's open mic today. We want to hear from you. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Guys, let's try to stay positive. Please, it's that kind of Friday where the way things have been going at the back this side. A brother needs some positivity. Positivity. So good to have each and every one of you here. We are going to try to get one of the tech people to come in and help us out quickly. But good to see each and every one of you. How are you guys keeping? How have you guys been? How have you guys been? Good to see you. Isabella Butchers is here. Hope we're not getting any feedback. Hope you're not getting any feedback. Let us know. Good to see you. Chan Sudhari. Guys, bear with us. We're trying to get our bearings. But we want to hear from you folks. We want to hear from you guys, wherever you all are joining us from. We want to hear from you all. Good to have each and every one. People are coming and going out of the studio where we are and distracting me. But guys, good to have each and every one of you here. Really good to have you guys here with us. Pace and power. Great to have you guys here with us. We are happy that you folks are here. Pace and power, guys. Pace and power. Yeah, we trust that you guys are well. We trust that you are good. We trust that you are good. All right, give us a second to solve it. The graphic we have has a slight. Is who trying with us here now? Who trying? Oh, we changed to the wrong place. This is our 4th season, and it's actually episode 1, which means we have done 300 podcasts. We've put in 300 hours, and for every hour we put in on air, we probably spend 2 off here trying to put it together. So we are happy and delighted that you folks are here with us. We're going to adjust that because we've been working hard and we want the graphic to read the right thing. We want to read. It's season 4, episode 1. Folks, as we're coming on here, we're learning that the former deputy mayor of Georgetown, who served with me at City Hall, Lionel Jaikaran, transitioned life. And we want to say our thoughts and our prayers go out to his family, his friends, and his loved ones. He was a beautiful soul, very focused, very business-oriented, very professional to the fault. And overall, just a beautiful soul, Lionel Jaikaran. He took over the deputyship, I think, after I would have demitted that office. And then we had Akeem Peters following after that. But Lionel Jaikaran was a beautiful soul, served with me as an Alliance for Change comrade. He was into ophthalmology by profession, into eye care, and did that extremely well. And made a life out of it, and I really want to say our thoughts and prayers go out to his family. That is some of the news that we got during the course of the morning and that had our attention. And again, our thoughts and prayers go out to him. Our thoughts and our prayers go out to him. These issues aren't easy, even when you're expecting, death. It still kind of creeps up on us, even when you're expecting it. So again, I really want to say our thoughts and all of our prayers go out to Lionel's family, his friends and his loved ones. We all cared deeply about him. Yeah. Thoughts and prayers again. Folks, we got a couple other stuff we want to cover. Do stay with us. The guys are trying to change the graphic at the back end as well. And we're going to give them a sec or so. because we believe in valid, credible information. Valid, credible information, guys. Great to have each and every one of you with us, wherever you're joining us from. Wherever you all are joining us from, we're privileged. Privileged to have you folks here. Season 4, Episode 1. Yeah, folks, the audio is trying to do its own thing here. We're trying with it. It's trying to do its own thing. Apologies there. But we were seeing again, thoughts and prayers go to former Deputy Mayor Lionel Jaikaran's family, friends, and loved ones. He was a beautiful soul. He was. Guys, I went on to say that, somebody called us last week to say that, folks got to follow the rules. When we say it's call in, we're only taking voice note, then we should stick to that. And I believe there is some merit to that. I believe there is some merit to that. If we only taking voice notes, we're only taking voice notes, and that's what we're going to be doing today. So you want to be heard, folks? The mic is yours. I got a couple of things in between. Right? I got a couple things in between I will put out there in terms of some stuff we're following at our end. But we're happy to have you guys here. Jennifer, Luke, we see you there. Magnell Barrow, we see you there. GT Boy, Isabella Butters, we see you there. Right? Isabella wants to know what's up with the equipment from the 99-cent store. Isabella, if I tell you half the story. If I tell you half the story. We were going good in one part of the studio where we are, moved to another area, trying to get some more comfort. Same building, and then nothing seems to have connected back quite correctly. Nothing seemed to have connected back quite correctly. And guys, you have your voice notes set. We're set to go. You're gonna hear some of the audio filtering in. It's some of the WhatsApp, the songs from WhatsApp filtering in to our audio, and we're gonna suffer it to be so for a little while. Suffer it to be so for a little while. Right? Suffer it to be so. And tell me if you're hearing our first contributor, guys. Please tell me if you're hearing our first contributor.
Sherrod. Good afternoon to you, all the viewers, watchers, and listeners, and all intelligent viewers on the program. Sherrod, I like the faith that you have. And I'm listening to you daily, and I could understand how you feel. However, I am so much hurt and angry.
Correct.
That this thing is not a Aubrey Norton and 31 MPs fight alone. It's everybody's fight. The time they finding to go and gyrate at MASH, no problem, but utilize the same energy to go out and protest. Now the PPP is trying to destroy things that the people got to be using for the election. Now, why would they want to go and destroy that office and then vandalize it and fetch away the things? However, it is being alleged that I heard that their next target will be Congress Place. Well, I waiting for see the day. The PPP is declaring war against the Guyanese people and the opposition.
Yeah.
And as to the young people, I hope they wake up and smell where the coffee brewing and don't fall for the PPP fallacies, but coming out to tell them they need to read and be focused. And the big people, they might as well educate the young people about the 1963-64 disturbances. Secondly, I don't know what Priya called racist, or maybe she has a different idea, or she vocabulary doesn't have racism inside. Because that foolish ignorance that went down at Woodley Park Secondary School 2 days in succession, and she said it is not racially motivated. Well, news for you, Priya, it was racially motivated by you government. And those Indian boys should have been charged. Who putting them before the court? Who is charging them? You want to tell me only they could do anything in the country and black people can't do nothing? Cheryl, well, I'm so much hurting. But I aim with the PPP's hope at what the PPP is starting. I hope that when the time comes, they can run and cry foul and they're able to take the heat when it comes down on them. They're starting a war, they better stop it. But Guyanese people need to focus. They need to wake up and see what is in front of their eyes. And as I said again, I'm going to repeat it. they better smell where the coffee brewing, because the discrimination and the victimization and the vindictiveness of the PPP is staring them in their face. Wake up, Guyanese people, yeah, wake up. When the people say boots on the ground, it's boots on the ground. Not boots on the ground on Facebook alone, on social media. You need to go out there in person and boots on the ground. The PPP is getting way out of order and out of control with this nonsense that they're going on with, and they need to be stopped at all costs. Anyway, you have a blessed day and a wonderful weekend, and see you in the ring tonight. But I'm still listening on the program because I'm on my way to work. I'm on the bus. If you're hearing any noise in the background.
Thanks very much, Marlon, and we hope you have a good shift. Thanks very, very much. Folks, rock and comment with those voice notes. We want to hear from you guys. Rock and comment. We want to hear from you folks. Don't be shy today at all. Let's keep moving. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, guys. Let's keep it moving.
Good afternoon, Sharon and listeners.
Two Marlins in succession. Good afternoon.
I'm going to begin my commentary today with the word terrorist and what it means. I noticed on social media recently, persons' images are being flashed across social media and they're being labeled as terrorists. I wonder if members of the Guyana political force, as I call them, study this thing properly, because there is a spin-off effect to it. Guyanese living overseas will now be labeled terrorists.
Folks, we aren't taking any calls. We are not taking any calls. Please, we aren't taking any calls. Back to Marlon.
Those who are working overseas will now be deemed terrorists. We don't have anything to do with terrorism. And if we are to refer to terrorism, we should start by talking also about that situation in Bath, where until now, the GPF has not done anything to reprimand or punish the persons in Bath. So for me, that is nonsense. When you do things like that, your optics, in fact, are showing that you are indeed racist and you are indeed targeting Afro-Guyanese. One of the young lady that I saw on that thing that is wanted for terrorism, she has been very outspoken, and I personally feel that it is spite for that young lady, especially since now she's talking about Enmore North and the shenanigans in Enmore North. Which leads me to my second point. I want to know, you mean Afro-Guyanese can't own nothing more in Guyana? I mean, with so much hated, because hate is a strong word, but I'm going to say hate, because from what I'm seeing, it's like if this government hate Afro-Guyanese. You mean we can't own nothing? All of a sudden there's a problem? Why is the government targeting villages predominantly Afro-Guyanese? Why are they doing that? And then they're beating their chest and saying they're not racist, they're not apartheid. Why are they doing that? I think every Guyanese, black Guyanese, Afro-Guyanese, whatever you want to call it, should be concerned and alarmed, because you don't know which village they will go to next, right? That also brings me to the point of the disrespect for our senior citizens by this sitting government. Why would you want to disrupt these people at this age when they should be treated with respect and love? They have already put in their contribution towards the Guyanese society. Why are you treating them like dogs? First of all, you're not increasing the national insurance, and then now you want to uproot them from their homes that they have been living in most instances all their lives. What kind of caring government is you, and what one Guyana are you speaking about? In the still of the night, I'm long today because these are on my chest. In the still of the night, Mr. Bascom was killed, right? A lot of dirty things that are happening. The painting of the president's office and all of that was done in the still of the night. Is this a new trend now? Are they going to be going into people's home and killing them in the still of the night? Because, and they're even destroying buildings now in the still of the night. Because look what they did at Latem. This government is creating a situation where eventually people are going to push back. And I hope that when people push back, you won't hear the stupid terms of hooligans and all of that.
Yeah.
My people, Guyana is like a ticking bomb. And if this government is not careful, they're going to get what they're not catering for. Or is it that they're pushing people to react in a certain way so that they can say, you see, this is what we're doing. Those are my burning issues for today.
Thanks very much, Marilyn. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We have another contributor. Thank you. Sound.
Good afternoon, Sharon.
Janet, good afternoon. Go ahead.
To let the nation know that the president would be in Region 6 in the number 1 Borlam area. And it has been mandated that every one of the 10-day workers, as well as the SIP workers, are to be present if they are going to retain their positions. And more than that, they're laying on transportation. And they have said that if you miss the transportation, then you pay your own way there, but you should be there for 1 o'clock. I don't know how it's going to work out, but the bulk of the people who should be there are planning not to go. So I don't know. They are renting a crowd to say that he's in Region 6 and having a number of Black people there because the mandatory position has been given to the Black villages where the people get the 10 days work. Only God can help us. Have a good day.
Wow. Yep. Wow. Do you have it?
Good afternoon, Sharad.
Good afternoon, William.
Continue to make the same mistake over and over by keep repeating this nonsense that Irfan Ali is talking about, one Guyana. I have said before, and I will say again on this program, that they're gaslighting us. Gaslighting and propaganda has the same meaning. Gaslighting and propagandists, what they are doing is to psychologically manipulate you. The abuser attempts to sow self-doubt and confusion in their victim's mind. Typically, a gaslighter or someone who gets into propagandists are seeking to gain power and control over other persons by distorting their reality and forcing them to question their own judgment. This is something straight out of the playbook of a narcissist. Have you ever taken a good look at Barajagdeo? Take a good look at him. Whenever you're talking to him, look at him directly in his eyes, and you will see something. Barajagio, in my opinion, has some form of mental illness. And as he ages, there's a decline in his mental state. Take a very good look at him, and you will observe that.
All right, William, thanks for that. Thank you, William. Thanks on that front. Guys, let the voice notes rock and come in. Waiting for some to load, and we have one of our favorite people like the Marilyns with us today. Or should we take this one first? Let me take one before I come to that favorite person.
Sharon, good morning.
Good morning. Well, good afternoon now.
People of Guyana are not interested in politics. They don't care to eat. All the kids partying and having a good time. They don't care nothing but the children, the grandchildren, or nothing. If you put a party tomorrow, all those young people that is there living in Sophia was struggling right out to the party. And the Indian people is getting richer and richer by the minute.
Yeah, thank you for those thoughts. Thank you for those thoughts. Trying to get some other views. Let's see where we go. All right, some came through. Let me check. You're going to know this person.
Good day, Sherrod. Glad to have you back. Sherrod, I think you owe us a lot of open mic.
Yes, yes, indeed, indeed.
You have 15 programs a week, right?
Yes.
And when you, as a teacher at a chalkboard, just teaching, and the students cannot reply, you don't know if you're reaching the weak ones. So I think
true.
if you can do the program on Friday, announce it another day so that we could get the open mic.
Thank you.
Now moving along, according to the first note that I listened to, with Priya, we all know that Priya, something wrong with Priya.
Limited.
So the entire installed regime got a problem with the truth. Things are glaring in their faces and they are not accepting it. And I want to see what we will do about those places that the PPP is continually destroying. They continue to destroy places. Look there yesterday with those people in Peters Hall, with those three suspects, those three the woman.
Yeah.
I give the woman credit because she is a woman like me. She spoke for her rights. But one sad thing I must talk about with the story when the man dragged the mic. So I think his cut use was not able to deliver. You know why they're doing that? Because you people, you may be vexed with me, are going around them. You know, when I hear the install regime coming into my village, I don't appear because they will not be embarrassing me. When I look, I just put on my phone Republic Day. I saw, I think it's Amanza with Mike. That march should not have been attended by the opposition. Nobody for the opposition should not have been on the ground. Now, if you want people to follow you, you got to lead. And if you make up your mind to suck up yourself, people will not follow you because leader people like me, I don't like people doing stupidness in the parade, you know. I did national service and they used to call you and say you're censoring up the parade. And they used to chase you off parade. And if you call yourself leader, you know what the regime doing. You should not be identified as a weak leader. And many people look to Amanda for a lot of things, but Amanda, you're messing up the parade. Stop allowing the PPP to cry you all down into the ground. As well, the wicked blue-eyed Bauji said, black people are the bottom of the ladder. Show them you're not at the bottom of the ladder because you're taking nonsense from the PPP installed regime. I am annoyed with that particular picture. I didn't really look at nothing. But that caught my just swiping through and switch off my phone. So leaders be leaders. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Rhonda Lynn.
By this sitting government. Why would you want to disrupt these people at this
All right,
stage
I think
when
Rhonda
they
might
should
have
be
sent that
treated with respect?
by mistake. A lot of things coming through, and I think, guys, we're queuing up another one. Bear with us. Sound. Folks, on the front with Daniel Siram, chairman of Region 4. Daniel is the chairman of the region, and he cannot abdicate that responsibility being at a flag raising ceremony in his region. And so we went there to support him. And I'm telling you this, that situation could have ended quite differently. We had enough of us there. That situation could have ended quite differently. But we really and truly exercised a lot of restraint because it was a national celebration. And we know, again, based on all that you guys have said, they're going to revert to the thugs and the hooligans, they come to block up and so on. But the real man who wanted to block up is that same Jagabat. That same Jagabat there. Right? And if we are wrong, then Kit Nascimento, who I saw wrote a lengthy letter in the daily newspapers just today, saying that the RU's actions were foolish. And we are happy we did not do anything to subtract from that. That his actions are foolish and stupid. And people were able to see the machinations for what they are. People were able to see that.
Hi, Cher. Good afternoon to
Good
you.
afternoon.
Your view. And let me tell you something right now. The afternoon even good for me. Because I fed up with this whole situation. These people moving like thief. Because it's only thief, man, that's do thing nighttime.
Yep. Thieves in the night.
The police forget that how them just gotta go home. Nobody in there for guard them protecting people. But who there for protect them? This is too much now. This is too much. I think this is the time everybody should get boots on the ground. Everybody said boots on the ground. When the time meet, only certain people see and certain you don't see. And it's benefit for everybody. This is enough, man. This is too much. The place occupied since when? How much years? It's like the same people in Enmore by Father Road. And then the one issue bulletin for the girl. Come on, Guyana, we need to do better. We need to stand up towards these people. And you see Sheriff Security where they said they're taking everybody with Jack Dion. Only God can tell. Don't cut where you can't fetch.
Correct.
Every long rope got an end.
Correct. People wonder where Sheriff getting this money from. All of a sudden, with Sheriff rolling out this money from, those questions are being asked. Folks, rock and come in with a voice note. We started this and rock and come in.
I said, Duncan, I ain't in real trouble, you know. When you see a country government have a top cop as a yes man, that country is in problem, you know. Because any little thing the government say, jump. The top cop got to jump because he's a yes man. He can't say no. There's a put out a wanted bulletin for the man. My political opponent, you don't have a choice. You have to put it out. I believe that before you put out a wanted bulletin with somebody, you will go and you do investigation and you check the house and you think. They don't call you by your house. They don't come by your house or not, next day you know wanted bulletin. Political motivative. So Guyana can't run right when you get such a government and such a police force who is everybody top cop. Yes, Guyana police force are some real good cops. But when you have the head who's a yes man, how you gonna get crime served? How you gonna get justice? Because every Guyanese realize that two men could commit the same crime that require the same charge according to the court of law. But because of who you associate yourself with, once you're part of the FFF family, the law don't apply to you. But the same crime a small man do, and he's criminal, how the country gonna run good? No, man. How we selling out one another, some man? I sorry for your kids, grandchildren, and great grandchildren them, because he's a top cop. He's supposed to make sure what he do is in line with the rule of law. Or you gotta go knock down people house 1 o'clock in the morning. Where is the court documents to make such a move? What if I can't do the work like everybody work? Why you don't step aside and let somebody know this work, do this work? Because everything PPP tell you do, you doing. If they say wake up 2 o'clock this morning, hey, we wake up 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock this morning, wake up 5 o'clock this morning, we going, hey, the kids got to jump. You can't say no and come telling us fooling, but they're doing community policing. That's sheer crap. That's sheer crap. Fix yourself. Follow the rule of law. You're there to serve and protect. Instead of you serve and protect, you allow yourself to be motivated and to be ruled or run by the PPPC. That is why people calling it the not the kind of police force again. The PPP force is head by Ikins. He really yes man, nothing. He can't think for himself, like he don't have a brain of himself. He don't follow the rule of law. As soon as somebody say one thing, bulletin, don't worry. I want to make up put a man on he if he playing his stupid.
Yeah. All right, folks.
Good afternoon again, Sherrod. Sorry to double dip, but I had to cut earlier because I had to go and answer this doorbell. But what I wanted to finish off with was the laws that men break are the ones they make. Nature's laws are immutable. You reap what you sow, and with interest. Colloquially we say, what's sweet in goat mouth, the sour in you know what.
So in the behind. Yep. Thanks, William, for that bit. Shereen Rock and come in.
And viewers, this situation in Guyana against blacks is getting serious. It is getting to people's mind. Oh God, what kind of people is calling one Guyana, and Guyana is divided in two? Look what they're doing, black people in different areas. You know what they're trying to do is to send black people into depression. And when they get depression, they get mad. They don't know what they're doing. They would lose their rights. And all they need to do now is just to give up. But black people is stronger than that. They need to join forces together in every area that dominated with black people. Some Indians people is there to support you, yes, but they won't come out. But they need to join hands together, unite, start loving one another to fight against this regime that fighting against them. Come out and pray. Remember, we got to put God in it too. God will not come down to fight, but He will strengthen you. And you're going to be able to overcome. One day, there's a bucket to go well every day, and one day, bottom going left, they're going to do and overdo until you're going to get pushed back. They're going to get pushed back. This is so wrong. Why they only targeting black people? I swear it was Indian area of these people at Peters all there. I swear it was, Indian mix. But not knowing it's just black people. My God, blacks, I advise y'all to wake up from y'all slumber. Stop looking at party because they know y'all like party, and there's where they put in, they bring in these artists and they're doing all kind of things because they know you're going there to spend your money. But they got to show them. Gone are those days. It's time to think about your children's future, because if you don't wake up now, your children would not have a bright future. Stop the talking and walk the walk. Unite. They know we got the power, but they're destroying us because we mind weak. We cannot sacrifice for even a day because you're going to think what your children going to eat and what's going to happen and all sorts of nonsense. But it's the same punishment you're in, because look at high cost living, who feeling it. The Indians feeling it, but they're more loving and cooperating. They don't pull one another down. Look who they take to fight against you. Your own They just come and tell you, give you a little petty money, how long it gonna last. So my advice is time to wake up. Somebody got to start it. Somebody got to hold the fort and go ahead. Go villages, meet with people, meet with young people and talk and decide the way forward. Stop pulling down one another and fighting against each other. It's only blacks you see doing it mostly.
Thank
That's my
you.
contribution.
Thank you for that contribution as well. Thank you for that contribution.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hello.
Second dip.
Go ahead.
We going through too much. We going through too much. I think we meet the limit now. We meet the limit, and I asking the PNC not to go into local government election because they gone with all of our stuff in Region 9. Not to go to that election. These people, too much. Black people, we need to stand for right. Enough is enough. I think we had enough. And you see them two at Peter's Hall. You see them too? Yeah. You see them too, them better watch it.
Hiya. You know what that means? You know, hiya. Hiya.
Good afternoon, Sharon.
Good afternoon, my brother.
The PPP is behaving just like the white man. You see what the white man is doing to this world? Every day the white man is destroying this world. Every day those people are destroying this world. And the PPP are copying exactly what the white man is doing. They are trying to destroy the Guyanese people.
All right, thanks for that. Robin, thanks for that.
Hi, Sharon.
Hello, good afternoon. Happy Friday.
I can't understand. I can't believe what is happening in Guyana. I am saddened of what is happening in Guyana. And I can't believe that to this date, everyone is just sitting down and waiting for some, I don't know what, to come and save them. I'm sort of speechless as to how, especially us Black people, could just sit down and allow this corrupt PPP government to just do whatever they feel they want to do. And we just sit down. As far as I'm concerned, this PPP government is actually pushing for something to happen. They're trying to push us Black Guyanese to do something so that they could, use it against us. But I believe that enough talk has already been talked, and we have to forget about what they would say, and we need to get up. It hurt me because I have a young child of that. And this is the society she has to be coming up in, where these PPP people believe or think that we are inferior to them. And in the near future, not far from now, it's like we are second-class citizens in our own country where we born. It's on the backs of our ancestors this country was built. Where were them? Where were they? And these people don't care who said what. And the only way it's going to change, there has to be a revolution. And I can't believe that people just sit down and allowing all of these atrocities to happen to us. And it's not doing anything about it. People crying out how the cost of living is so high and people are starving in Guyana. We see with days in Guyana. I mean, all over the world, yes, they have an issue in terms of cost of living. But this that is going on here, as far as I'm concerned, as though it was, man-made, orchestrated, because I can't imagine greens and vegetables that are grown right in Guyana. We have to pay this exorbitant money for. These things don't have to be imported, so you can look at the import cost, and it doesn't have to be. So I am thinking in my own little head, wait, are we watching and sitting down in a what do you call it, orchestrated and well planned genocide? It's almost like a genocide of a whole race these people want to create. Like we should not even be existing as far as they is concerned. These people is taking this thing over the top. I've never seen barefaced racism like this in my whole entire life. It's beyond me. And then when they have the mash and the this and the that, these same people, especially us, and I'm specifically saying that us black people, when they have all of these different events, we are the ones who feeling it the worst and punishing and struggling to make it to end meet up. And when they have the this and the that, we run out and spending the little that we have to survive on. And the world is looking now, how they say the punishing and thing bad, and the people stifling them, and the racism and cost of living is so, and look how these people partying and having a nice time. Yes, we deserve to have a nice time. But under this that is going on here in Guyana, people should be thinking twice, because I'm literally scared for my child's future. Because no one seems to care. Everybody just want to party, drink, have a nice time, and that's it. And when they're among themselves, they talk, cost of living high and whatever. And what are you doing about it? They said stand for something. And if we all sit down and just think and talk about it, what is going to happen? At some point, we have to stand up against this wrong that is happening here in Guyana. It's like, it's so unbelievable, unreal. Like I just can't believe what I'm actually witnessing. I can't believe it. And Guyanese just sit down as though nothing is happening. Nobody is willing to stand up for nothing. But let it hear but a show, or let it hear but something where you got to drink and party and sport. They're out in the numbers. And I am totally, fed up and tired of this whole situation. I'm totally fed up with the talking and only talking and sending letters, and I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of it. Let us get up and do something about it. Nothing good don't come without a fight. Our ancestors, they didn't just sit down and talk, oh God, look how these people have we enslaved. They get up and they did something that we could be at a position where we are today. And now these devils in the PPP want to come and take that away from us, want to come and make us into modern day slaves. I wonder if Black Guyanese don't sit down and look at this thing and think about not only their self and the present day, but in the future, if you allow these people to carry on at the rate that they're carrying on with, what would happen to not only them, but the children and their children's children? And that is how I see it, and that is how I think. We need to get up and do something about it. No other part of the world, what is going on in Guyana, could never happen. Never happen. It could never happen. Even in our own Caribbean neighbors, these lawlessness that is happening in Guyana, could not happen. I'm so mad, I'm so hurt, and I'm disappointed in us as Black people in Guyana. We need to stand up. And before we got our energy to go about and going and doing all kind of other stupidness, this is what we need to get the energy for. These wicked PPP people. This is my contribution for today. Thank you.
Thank you for that contribution. Thank you so much. We hear you. Getting another one queued up, folks. Bear with us.
Good day, Sherrod. Good day, all listeners. I'm calling
Good day, good day, good day.
Civil-minded Guyanese, basically members of the opposition. So let's get out there from Monday morning and start our protests against the atrocities that the PPP is doing to us. We have had enough. It's now the limit. They've crossed the mark. They have crossed the mark. You look out, sometime next year, they might go to Congress Place and say, this is state property, and start breaking down. Comrades, we gotta stop this. We gotta stop it now. So, who agree with me? Let's do it. Monday morning, let's start our protest. With or without a leader, we have to start doing something to stop it. Enough is enough.
Said it yesterday, today for the PNC, tomorrow for the AFC, the day after for the WPA. We said it. We said it.
Hi, Sharon. Good afternoon.
All are involved and all are consumed. All are involved and all are consumed.
Listen, I don't know what our people thinking at this time of what's going on in Guyana. Right now, it's like Guyanese should really realize that.
Folks, apologies. We can't take any calls. Send through the voice notes for us. Apologies.
The ABC country, they're all embedded with what's going on in Guyana.
They're embedded with the oil.
Make those people go in power.
That's what they're embedded with. They're embedded with the oil.
Want to do, and the PPP government feel that they have everything in their favor, so they're gonna do what they want to do. And a lot of our people of our kind that in the police force, not that they can do better, but they decide to be the way they are, just to go after their own, because they may be getting some kind of little benefit out of going after their own people. Trust me, something not right. And again, America is for American. Don't forget that. Our people not supposed to be even thinking that America will jump in just like that. America getting benefit out of Guyana. So Sarah Lynch, she is for the purpose of standing in Guyana, or I must say, sitting in Guyana to carry out whatever America wants.
Once the oil keep flowing, they're nice.
Drinking all they can get from Guyana. Our resources is not our resources, it's the foreigners' resources. Just think about it. Have a good day.
I thought about it, and once the oil flowing, the Americans gonna be nice. Once the oil flowing their way, it's nice time.
Good morning, Sherrod Duncan.
Good morning. Good morning. Go right ahead. Good afternoon, rather.
It's one thing after the next. One thing after the next. This corrupt, installed government is doing. One thing after the next. They cannot build a proper road. They cannot put up a proper house. They cannot build a proper bridge. They cannot put up a proper bus stop. Everything that's corrupt, they find convenient to do. Everything illegal and corrupt, that's what they find themselves to do. They love to talk about Bornham this and Bornham that, and they are the worst government that's been in Guyana so far. The worst government ever in Guyana. And they love to talk about Bornham. If you can talk about Bornham, at least show that you could do better than Bornham. But everything illegal and corrupt, that's what the PPP does. They want to be in government, and they're not capable of running a government. Everything corrupt, drugs, corruption, money laundering, Everything that's illegal and corrupt, that's what they find themselves doing. You know what I mean?
Yep, I hear you.
And the people of Guyana, oh man, it's like the PPP got them right where they want them. Scared and in the house. Afraid to talk. The PPP got them right where they want them. Hiding and afraid to go in front of the camera, afraid to speak out, afraid to. It's crazy. It's crazy. From Jagdio to Ifanali to the Attorney General. Imagine the Attorney General himself breaks the law. So could you imagine the rest of the country? Everything corrupt they find themselves involved in. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, take care, Messi. Everything corrupt they find themselves involved in.
Thanks for coming through, my brother.
My goodness.
Yep.
Anyway.
Thanks for coming through.
Guys, keep up the good work and God bless you all, man.
Thanks.
God bless you all. Take care and be safe, guys. The next thing is the police force in Guyana. The police force are being used like puppets. They're using black people to go after black people. You know, they got a saying, they say, anyone that stands for nothing will fall for anything. That's the police force in Guyana. They stand for nothing and they're falling for everything that the PPP push towards them. They're using black folks to go after black folks. And they're doing it like soup drinkers. They're doing it. It's crazy what's going on in Guyana. Corruption all over, it seems. Oh my goodness.
Excuse me. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you so much. Candy Rock and come in.
Sherrod, good day.
Good day,
How
Candy.
are you?
Good. Thanks for asking.
The PPP is past the Guyanese people, especially the black people. And we need to unite as one people and get these hypocrites and these cronies out of office, or else they will destroy our country, and we won't have a Guyana, a beautiful Guyana. They are killing the people, they're separating us, they're dividing the country, Sherrod. And what I have to say is, I keep saying this every day. The only thing that we could actually do, and we could say, well, the PPP kryptonite. The kryptonite for the PPP is, do you know what's the kryptonite for the PPP? The kryptonite for the PPP is a shutdown for this entire country. And the kryptonite for this country here is Ubraj Narayan, the mayor. He is the only person that could get a protest and call the people out, and the people will stand by him. And there's the only way we could get these PPP cronies and incompetent, delinquent, inadequate fools out of office. Thank you, Sharon. Have a good day.
Kelly, thanks for your thoughts. Thank you. Folks, I think we are quickly running out of time, and I really want to thank all those who came through for us today. Thank you for your time. Folks, I do have another contributor. Thanks for coming through, all of you who did.
Hi, Sherrod.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Paula. Good afternoon.
I'm just calling with the kind of reports you would see every day, disturbing reports that is coming out of Guyana, right? The PPP, they were in there 23 years. They has done enough. The past 3 years, the coalition never had a full 5 years. The past 3 years, the PPP is back, and they come back with vengeance because of the oil, right? Sarah Lynch and all the ABC and Maya Motley and all of them are sucking up with the PPP because of what they could get out of Guyanese
It's just for the
resources.
oil.
And it's not something hiding, it's glaring. You've seen it in Guyana. And the thing that bothers me, look when they have the all white boat tour and the marsh and the everything that they're keeping. See the young black people, they're dressing more than you and I who living in this overseas in the diaspora to go and jump up and wind up and make themselves a pack of fools. And these people sitting on the side and watching and looking at them and say, look how they're stupid. And they give them a little handout, a little hamper with half pint peas, quarter pint oil, 2 toilet paper, and they feel they have gotten the world. Guyana has come to the worst of the worst. I can never be a part of the PPP party because I could tell you, my father was, a matter of fact, I would not have been here. If you might be too young to recall, but they used to be burning the cane fields. The PPP people used to do it. And they used to strike for long on the Bonham government. And my father is one of them that used to carry people to help cut the cane when they burn this cane. And carry workers to work, get people to work. And you know what happened? A day they were coming with a bomb to bomb up our house. You see, in the morning when my father left, my mother used to think that the vehicle come right up the cover and the run just go in and everybody and they're gone. They were coming to blow up our house. You hear? But God make it happen like that. That the person that come in with the bomb, the timing wasn't right and the person was blown up. And you know, when the report came out, a guy that was working at the estate in our village, an Indian guy, he said the bomb was meant for my father and our family. I could never support these people. These are a set of wicked vagabonds. And they will remain like that. And Jack Dio, I don't know what is wrong with that man. But when God ready to put his hands on him, it'd be worse than Obia. Because he gonna got to ball it. Listen, when the Lord put his hands on these people in the PPP party, including Mark Phillips and Ejil that call himself a black man and supposed to be a man of God, he's wicked. They are wicked, they stink and they're dirty. Y'all continue the good works. And I want the black people in Guyana to come out and start. You don't have to create any crime. You don't have to loot. You don't have to do nothing. Walk the road peacefully. And let me see what's going to happen. Because everybody wants America to go down and do whatever they're doing. But if everybody stay quiet in Guyana, America would feel that, no. How can some of these people are saying that this atrocities and this discrimination is happening against people in Guyana and the people are so quiet? If you don't start, you will never get aid. So I don't know what these black people are on. I don't know what is their problem. All they're there for just this little handout, 25,000, 30,000, 40,000. When you go in the market, you come out with a little plastic bag.
All right, thank you for that contribution. And we got Candy's going to wrap things up, double dipping, but she's going to be the final contributor for today.
Sherrod. Sorry for double dipping. I have to mention the part with the PNC building that the PPP broke into. I think we should do the PPP the same thing that they do us, the APNU. I think an eye for an eye, Sherrod. What do you think about that? An eye for an eye. Do so don't like so, you know. Anyway, scraps, man. Later.
Yeah. Don't cut where you can fetch. We don't endorse violence here against our brothers and sisters, but we're talking about a political struggle that has to be waged. We don't endorse physical violence, but a political struggle has got to be waged and continue to be waged. Folks, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming through. We're going to see you guys on our final program for the day later on. Desiree Manuel, Nicolai, Angeli Abrams, all our contributors, Karen Gittins, Brenda Braffett, Roderick Henry, and all you fantastic folks. Thanks for joining us from your various quarters. And thanks for joining our podcast. And everything didn't click as it should have. But we want to say thank you to each and every one of you, Lambert and Keith and Karen, Adrian. Thanks for coming through, Carol. Each and every one of you, again, I want to make that disclaimer because you're not looking for anything. And then boys writing notes and take some of this out of context. We do not subscribe to physical violence at all. We do not subscribe to that. But everything else politically, fair game. Thanks for joining us, folks. Over and out until we see each other back at 8. Take care and stay vigilant.